Okay, welcome back to the Voice of Metal, where we talk about all things metal and that of musicians themselves in the metal industry. And I have had so much fun between the errors that I've had on my computer to having issues with my streaming software to my microphone not working. I've had a lot of fun. I guess that's what happens when after Halloween when things go wrong. And just so you know, I won't be here probably more than likely tomorrow night because I will be at not a metal concert, but a concert of somebody I know that actually has been asking me to check out their band or something like that. That it's not. It's like more of an alternative music on Friday. So we'll see how that plays out if I can make it and make it happen. So we'll see what happens. Right now, we are going to be talking about the top 20 energetic songs of 2023. And what's really interesting, here I am trying to do some research for different topics, this, that, and the other. And this is rather interesting because I kind of got some information that's additional just to hearing the song, but also about the tempo, the key, the structure, and the instrumentation of the songs themselves, which is kind of cool. So there's a lot of things that you might not know or not hear about unless you're a musician itself. So this is kind of some of the things that they know about with the songs themselves. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting to check it out and see what makes it tick, so to speak. It'd be kind of cool to see what kind of things that make up the song or the this, that, and the other. So let me do that right now with the reason why is because basically because of being an energetic song, and the reason why it makes it an energetic song is number one is Chaplain Rag by Slipknot. The tempo is 175 beats per minute in a key E minor. The structure is verse, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, and chorus, which is kind of interesting. You don't hear that stuff. Instrumentation is guitar, bass, drums, vocals, sampler. Okay, this song is an energetic because of its fast tempo, heavy guitar, and aggressive vocals. The song also has a catchy chorus that gets stuck in your head, which is kind of cool. So here's another one. The Dying Song, A Time to Sing by Slipknot is number two. The tempo is 185 beats per minute. It's in key D minor, and the structure is verse, chorus, the chorus, the bridge, and then the chorus, which is kind of cool. So you got the breakdown of you could probably hear that in the song itself, which is the chorus, which is the verses in between, but it's kind of cool with the structure, kind of getting an idea of what it has in it, kind of like ballads and stuff like that, which I've talked about before in previous episodes of the songs with the greatest ballads in them while they're inside the song itself. Instrumental is guitar, bass, drums, vocals, sampler, which is pretty much what Slipknot does. This song is energetic because of its even faster tempo, heavier guitars, and more aggressive vocals than the Chapel Town Rag. The song also has a dark and ominous atmosphere that adds to its energy. It's kind of cool. Now this is another Slipknot song. Okay, it's H377 by Slipknot. The tempo is 200 beats per minute in key C minor. The structure is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, which sounds like most of their songs are the same structure, the same way in the structure of the song itself, how it goes, and then it has a bridge. I'm not sure. I think I know what a bridge is, but I'm not 100% certain on that. And of course, the instruments are pretty much the same as the others. This song is the most energetic song of Slipknot's latest album. The end so far, it features a blast beat drum beat, heavy guitar, and Corey's most aggressive vocals to date, which is cool, right? Well, I'll have to listen to that one because I don't know if I've heard the. I know I've heard the album, but I'm not sure if I really heard the album. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't. Maybe I haven't. Can you believe I haven't listened to a Slipknot album, which is kind of shocking to me, even because I know the last one I heard. Hello, who's here? Hello, Clover. How are you doing? I'm sorry, I was just getting into my what I was talking about. So how are you doing? Hopefully, I don't drag too far behind. Here, hold on here. Let me type in hello so that way you can hear it, see me. I guess Thursday nights are better. Thank you for the heart. Love that. Let's see, where was I at? Sorry. Number 4 is Patient Number 9 by Ozzy Osbourne featuring Jeff Beck. Now the tempo on this song is 170 beats per minute, in E minor. The structure is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Which it sounds like a lot of the songs are like that, but maybe there's a change in some of them. I don't know. Guitar, bass, drums, vocals is what's in there. Um, oh well, we're talking about the what it was. Now I forgot what I started talking about the most energetic songs of 2023 when it comes to different songs out there. And some of these are the top ones that are out there. I got this kind of like on a list of stuff that I've seen, so I figured I'd check it out and see. Um, See the I'm hoping this is keeping up with the chat because I don't know if it is or not. So if it's not, I apologize because it might be lagging behind or from the live chat, but I'm not certain on that. Um, okay. They're pretending like you're not here. Well, you can keep chatting away if you want to. That's fine. The song is energetic because of its fast tempo, heavy guitars, and Ozzy Osbourne's iconic vocals. The song also features a guitar solo from Jeff Beck, which also adds to its energy and excitement. Which I don't think I've heard this song, so this might be something interesting. And plus, I'm not sure. I think I know who Jeff Beck is, but I'm not 100% certain on it because I don't know everybody's name in the metal industry, and I hate to admit that, but it's true. I know quite a bit about different things, but not everything. Bleed from Messiah. I hope I said that right. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I hate to say it. I really don't.
Meshuggah.
Meshuggah. Meshuggah. I guess that's how you say it. Bleed from Meshuggah. Anyway, the tempo is 180 beats per minute with a drop B key, and it's got verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. I think that was a little different than some of the other songs out there, which is kind of cool. And it's got the guitar, bass, drums, vocals. That's pretty much the same as some of the others. The song is energetic because of its fast tempo, heavy guitars, and complex drum patterns. The song also has a dark and atmospheric sound that adds to its energy. So that sounds like it might be a really cool, energetic song to me. So it'll be interesting to find out. Now, this one I have definitely heard, and I definitely know the song very well. I'm not a huge Ghost fan myself, but it's really cool. Call Me Little Sunshine by Ghost. It's the tempo of 180 beats per minute. C minor is the key. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Interesting. Guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, vocals. This song is energetic because of its fast tempo, catchy chorus, and upbeat instrumentation. The song also has a positive, uplifting message, which adds to its energy. And I definitely agree with it. What do you think, Clover? Have you heard that song before? From Call Me Little Sunshine from Ghost. It's one of their newest songs on their well, of course, it's 2023. That's what we're covering. It's kind of interesting. The Psycho Nut by the Faceless. Okay, now this one I've definitely never heard. It's 190 beats per minute on the tempo. C minor is what the key is in. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus on the structure, and then guitar, bass, drums, vocals. This song is energetic because of its fast tempo, heavy guitars, and the complex drum patterns. The song also has a technical and challenging structure which adds to its energy, which I have not heard the song, but it sounds kind of quite interesting to me. Oh, okay. That's cool. I glitched out from time to time. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, just keep watching. It's all good. I'm glad you're here, by the way. And anybody else that's wanting to watch. And I'm doing this on a Thursday and not a Friday, so that's probably the reason why you're here. And it's really late though. So I'm surprised you're actually here. Because usually when I'm on late, nobody ever shows up, which this is called cool. Especially when it's probably 2 in the morning East Coast time and like 11 in the California time or whatever it is. Okay, let's see here. Am I on this one? Hold on. Let me make sure I get the right one here. Parasite Eve from Bring Me the Horizon. That's interesting. 175 beats per minute in a key D minor. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, which is the structure. Instrumentation is guitar, bass, drums, vocals, and electronics. The song is energetic because of its fast tempo, heavy guitars, electric elements. The song also has a catchy chorus and a dark atmospheric sound, which adds to its energy, which actually that sounds really cool too. I'm going to have to listen to some of these because I want some energetic kind of music. I like the death metal stuff where it's deep and, with the undertones and kind of, but also the stuff with the energy and power is always good. It's really awesome. I'm sure a Clover agrees with me on that. I'm sure. Deadless by OTEP, which is 165 beats per minute, E minor, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, which is the structure. Instruments, guitar, bass, drums, vocals, and keyboards, which a lot of bands use keyboards, so that's kind of interesting. So this would be kind of interesting to hear. Deadless from OTEP, which is kind of interesting. This song is energetic because of its fast tempo, heavy guitars, complex drums, patterns. The song is also a progressive metal sound, which adds to its energy. Now, the number 10 is To Hellfire by Lorne Shore, which actually I have heard Lorne Shore quite a few songs before. I don't know if I've heard this song specifically or not. Sometimes I hear the songs, but I don't always look at the names or the titles of the songs. Oh, somebody left for a second. It must be glitched out. Anyway, the tempo is 195 beats per minute, the F minor, and on the key, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Sorry. Instrumentation is guitar, bass, drums, and vocals. The song is energetic because of its fast tempo, heavy guitar, and aggressive vocals, and also has and that's all it says. So I don't know. Number 11 is Hymns of the Asur by Decide. I think that's how you say. I think that's what that is. I hate when I can't. Deicide, sorry. Make sure I said that right. Tempo is 180 beats per minute. E minor, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Guitar, bass, drums, vocals. Is what it is. Oh, this one doesn't give a description of why it is the way it is, so we'll just have to deal with it. And I'll make it a little quicker too, because my throat's getting a little, Anyway, in the end, there is nothing. Oh, in the end, that's number 12. In the end, there is nothing but Cannibal. Oh, by Cannibal Corpse. Cool. 200 beats per minute in B minor. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Guitar, bass, drums, vocals. Deceiver by Arch Enemy, which I really have heard the song. I have heard some of Cannibal Corpse's songs, but I'm not sure if I've heard that one. But number 13, I have heard that one. Deceiver is 185 beats per minute, E minor, with the structure is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, which I think they're all pretty much that. So I'm not sure why. I'm not going to go through. I think the next couple I'm not going to bother with. The other thing is The Beings Will Continue by Until Moral Improves by Exodus. Oh, Until the Morality Improves. That's interesting. And that's a new song of theirs. I didn't know Exodus had a new song, so I'm gonna check that one out for sure because I definitely want. Plus, I want to see Exodus play, but I might not be able to for certain circumstances. 175 beats per minute, D minor, verse, chorus, bridge. Yeah, same thing. Guitar, bass, drums, vocals, which is pretty much a given on most metal songs. Sanctify with Dynamite by Powerwolf, 190 beats per minute in C major. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, and vocals. The Quantum Enigma by Epica, I think that's how you say it. 108 beat per minute, C minor, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, guitar, bass, drums, vocals, and keyboards. I Am the Club by Skeleton Witch, 195 beats per minute, F minor for the key, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. that's been pretty much everybody's. Just the same as the even the instrumentation. Dark Bloom by We Have Come as Romans, which I have heard that they have some pretty good stuff, but I don't recall ever hearing their music before, so it'd be kind of interesting. Too bad Clover's not back, unless she is and I just can't see her. I don't know. No, it's 185 beats per minute, E minor, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, guitar, bass, drums, vocals, and keyboard. Number 19 is Migrant Mother by Protest the Hero, in C minor, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. See, I'm doing this so well that I just know it. Guitar, bass, drums, vocals. Pretty easy, right? When you already know what it is or what it should be. Watch it throw me by having something different in here. Number 20 is Animals by Architects, 180 beats per minute on the tempo. Key E minor, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Guitar, bass, drums, vocals. So that's rather interesting, knowing all that stuff about the songs themselves. It'd be kind of interesting to see if like one of the AIs can maybe break down the song by maybe chords and stuff kind of thing, and see what the differences of the songs are, because I think that'd be kind of interesting to see the breakdown of a song, especially if you're not into the music thing or you don't know that stuff. It might be just fascinating to learn that stuff, because see, it's like my son said before, if you're gonna do stuff in the music thing, even though I hear things and I know what I like, and I can say, okay, I like this, and I can say, okay, this song, this part, is what I think should go here. I could probably put together a song even if I don't know the terminology. He thinks I should know the terminology. I think Clover is back now, so we'll see. And thanks for the comments, thanks for the likes, thanks for all the wonderful messages. And yes, I was rolling. I was definitely. It was so funny when you said about making me blush. I will say this much: it's sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. It depends. I'm kind of used to that a little bit, so just a tad bit. But anyway, the whole point of the reason why I was doing the tempos and saying all the stuff that I was doing is because of the energetic parts of the song, to show you that it is energetic, because some songs are probably not that many beats per minute. I'm assuming that's drum beats per minute in the song itself, and everybody else keeps time to the drum beats, because usually it's like what they call those I can't think of the names that kind of go back and forth. I know what it is. I just can't think of. I can't think of the name of it, but you know what I mean. The metronome. I see. I can't even say it. Anyway, the thing that goes, that's kind of like a normal beat, kind of like I'm doing right now. But if you speed that up with the drum beats, then you're going to get this more energetic, more powerful music, and then you get some, fast bass and fast guitar along with it, with the drums going a little faster. And that reminds me, Obituary, the drummer, is phenomenal. All I gotta say is, I've been trying to do this lately when I'm listening to music. I try to break down the guitar, the vocals, the bass, as much as I can myself in my mind, and the drums especially, because I want to hear that beat and how it affects the song. And if you were to strip that out, what would it sound like? Would it be? And I know that without the drums, you might as well kiss the song goodbye, because without the drums, it's nothing. Because you got to have drums in a metal band. No offense, but if somebody says that you can do it without it, I beg to differ. Because even like Bloody Wood that I had just recently talked about, well, probably the very beginning, I think, when I was talking about bands that I thought were impressive enough to where I think they were going to be huge and successful, which they've surpassed or pretty dang close to another band that's been around for almost 10 years. And they know who they are, and it's the one I've been talking about quite a bit, kind of, sort of, but at least the one individual in the band itself. But their active listeners are almost as high as much as theirs. So that tells you right there that I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying when it comes to music out there. Like Raven Black's new album, I haven't heard it yet, but I almost guarantee you, based on what I have heard in the past, I think this one's going to be phenomenal when it comes out. It's supposed to be somewhat about, I think, her father is what it said in the description, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So we'll see. Instrumental song. People have been coming out with metal rock will ever come close to the 90s. Yes, true. Well, it depends on the group and the band. I know Bloody Wood has definitely impressed me. It's not your traditional 80s and 90s metal. You got to think of it this way, Clover. The way I see it is everything evolves over time. And granted that it may not sound like the 90s and 80s, but it might have its own distinct flavor for the time that it's in, I guess. And that's what I've explained to some people in the past, where people say that Metallica sold out. And I don't believe that at all. Because granted, yes, they sound a lot different. They're trying to reach a wider audience, which it's kind of like the Titanic versus, say, Star Wars, or what am I thinking of? Star Trek. Star Trek's a very niche audience of people in the whole scope of the like movies themselves. So if you think of metal that way, each genre, each part of metal that's out there, new metal and death metal, and so not everybody's going to listen to the same things, and some people think it's weak or peas, as somebody would say. They're a bunch of peas because they sued people, which I don't agree with the suing. I think that's just wrong. And I think they could have done it differently and handled it differently and still recouped most of their money if they would have just taken the time to think about it instead of just going after people, which I think is totally wrong. Back in the 90s or something, whenever Napster started, and this, that, and the other, which just kind of sucks. But you're right, some of them's not as good. But I will say this: I think Raven Black does a good job. I think Bloody Wood does a good job. I think King 810 does a really good job. I know Machine Head's got some of their new album. I think Machine Head's got some really good stuff. Decapitate is really good. Obituary's new album is phenomenal. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that are out there. I think even Cannibal Corpse has a new album out, but I'm not certain. Slipknot, I don't think I've heard the newest album just yet, because I've been listening to all this other stuff. I know there's some more gothic style metal that's out there that seems like it's pretty good. I don't know all the names of them. There's also I'm trying to think of the name. I just said it in the list here, and I can't remember the name of it because I heard the song. It's really, really good. Beating Will Continue. Deceiver from Arch Enemy. Arch Enemy is really good. Ginger is really phenomenal. And right now, I think it's really awesome that there's a lot more female lead singers in the bands. And actually, I think I got a list and I copied it to the Voice of Metal playlist of all female metal bands, which is cool because somebody else had the list, so I added it to my stuff. So that way, hello, whoever's on here with Clover. I appreciate you coming and joining us. But yeah, it's that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get in there and get people from other countries, which Rammstein's one of those been around for a long time. Sepultura, the Cavalier Brothers, definitely with Brazil. Of course, you got to have the Brazilian bands in there because they're really good in the metal, and a lot of actually metal is bigger outside the United States than it is here in the States, which I think is sad. I think that we kind of started part of it. I'm sure there's some mixture of, cultures coming into the country back in the 80s that really honed that, that upheaval of, all this different music. And Flossom and Jetsam is really good. I don't know if they've got a new album out, but I hope they do soon because their other albums are phenomenal. Best songs ever. Overkill is another great band. God, there's all kinds of them. Celtic Frost is another one I didn't know about, which a friend of mine told me about. Definitely awesome stuff. I'm trying to think who else. There's so many different bands out there, and I have a list of all kinds of different bands out there. I've got the heaviest stuff. I've got some lighter stuff. I've got some more kind of operatic stuff. Oh, and one of my favorites, and she is softer, but very, very beautiful voice, called Black Briar, which is phenomenal. Until Eternity is like my all-time favorite song. It just gets me right here. It just makes me feel like it's like weirdly weird. And I'm more of a heavy metal person, but I do like good music. So even if it's not my normal stuff I listen to, I definitely like a variety of stuff. Some jazz, some instrumental, some classical, some jazz. Actually, it'd be kind of cool is have a metal jazz twist with a heavy beat to it. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or instrumental. See, that's why I like the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra with Metallica, because the complexity of those instruments in there with the guitar and the bass of the bass guitar and the drums, it's just phenomenal. It's just like wonderful. Anyway, just so you know, before I go, and I want to say right now, it would mean a lot to me if everybody out there that's watching, I know that maybe not everybody has money to help and do this. I have not done it myself, and I'm guilty as charged because I've already been talking about this last week. But somebody I know, and I'm not going to mention their name, but she does artwork. She's hoping that people will help her by supporting her with her eye surgery that she's going through right now. And she's not on tour with her band, which is kind of weird because I'm so used to seeing them together that it's just the one singer in the band, and they're continuing playing their tour right in the European circuit. So it's kind of a bummer for them. But if you scan the QR code on my page, and I'm going to keep it up here for a while. I'm going to do that because regardless how somebody feels about me, I'm going to do the right thing and support them because that's who I am. That's the type of person I am. Even if nothing ever happens, I definitely want to support her or anybody else. And if there's anybody else out there, if somebody needs some help, hey, let me know. If you're a small band, hey, let me know. I don't mind. I'll try to work it in, as best I can. I'm not going to make any promises right away, and we'll see what we can do. It is what it is. I think it's awesome. I'm late, so Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine, Clover. Don't worry about it. It's so sweet, and that's the reason why I'm definitely trying to support women, in bands, the women out there, the females out there, because to me, I think it's wonderful. I think it's cool. It's pretty awesome. I've always been a supporter of that kind of stuff, or at least as much as I can. I'm not the perfect guy for any woman all the time. Apparently, somebody seems to think so. I'm not going to name any names out there. And I thought somebody else did. It's one of those things. It's like, you know, am I hallucinating this? Am I imagining this? Or maybe I am. Who knows? Or maybe I'm not. Who knows? But anyway, it is what it is. And, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I can move on. Not that big a deal. Plus, who knows? Like I said, in February, I might have somebody special in my life. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that fortune teller slash, I forgot, I guess she's a psychic that does drawings of your soulmate, which is kind of cool. So we'll see what happens. And I know what she looks like. I know a little bit about her. I know her initials. I think it's GI. I think I'm going to have to doubly look that up again. She's a psychiatrist. I'm supposed to meet her maybe at a farmer's market or a big gathering where there's food and smells of maybe somebody cooking. Maybe it's a festival or something like that. Maybe it's an art festival because I like art. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So don't forget to go to the channel. Go to the website to help her out because she doesn't have health insurance, which if she was married to me, guess what she would have? It might not be the best, but it's better than nothing. Health insurance. But anyway, I ain't going to get into all that. Because, spouses get covered, especially if I spend a little more money for it, which is fine. It's minuscule compared to what it can cover. Anyway, what was I going to say? Don't forget, check that page out. Buy some from her. She's got some really great art, phenomenal stuff out there. She's got some really cool t-shirts, really cool original art, some sketches, some like books of her artwork. It's really sweet. I have quite a few of her drawings, even one of a self-portrait of her as a skull / rabbit. It's a Playboy bunny rabbit ears when she was working with Playboy, which I didn't realize that until later on. Anyway, headbang, like and subscribe that button out there. Sorry about that, folks. I am having just a wonderful time because I got Clover here with me. And I guess I got another mystery guest. Who knows? Maybe it's my one person that I've been talking about. And hopefully helping her out. I really do want to do that for her and anybody else. I would do that I even tried doing that for Living Dead Girl and Owls and Aliens. Oh, that reminds me. If you guys do get a chance, I'm not sure if they've got they were doing raffles for certain things, so that way they could help fix their tour. I think it's a tour RV. They didn't have a tour bus yet because they're not big enough to get one of those. But if you get a chance, check out Living Dead Girl. Check out her page. They're wonderful people. Her and her fiance and the rest of the band. Owls and Aliens was very good. I'm hoping I can get them on here because I did talk to the gentleman from the band, the lead singer, and he said, "Oh yeah, sure, just send me a message." So I got to get that set up. So, and I hope he doesn't forget about me because it was so awesome. It'd be awesome. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. She already had this operation once, 10 years ago on the one eye.